Hello everybody, my name is Charles and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, hi, my name is Charles and yeah, welcome. So today I'm going to be talking about the show WandaVision, Disney Plus's first Marvel TV show. And I gotta say, this show had some ups and downs for me, personally. So each episode of WandaVision kind of formats itself after a sitcom. I mean, they go after the Dick Van Dyke Show, they go after Bewitched, they go after Brady Bunch, they also go after Family Ties, they go after Malcolm in the Middle, and they go after Modern Family dash Happy Endings for the last time they do it. And when it comes to all those sitcoms, I've only seen Modern Families dash Happy Endings, so for the most part watching this, I was like, this is cute, but like I don't connect with it because I don't know these sitcoms. So I'm pretty sure people who have seen those sitcoms like have a really special connection to what they were doing with the show in regards to like formatting after a sitcom. But for me, I was just like, this is just okay. I thought creatively it was a really great choice to do this, but I was like, okay, there better be an emotional payoff to why we're doing this. And of course, there was. Knowing that Wanda used to watch sitcoms when she was younger in order to like, drown out all the bad things in her life, I was like, that makes the choice of using the whole sitcom format really strong for me. I mean, I'm still not like over the moon for it, but as a like plot device, I was like, this is really good and it has a really interesting emotional payoff for me. I was just like, oh, this really hurts to see that Wanda is like doing this because, she really just wants to zone out from everything that's been going on around her. If you didn't know, this show stars Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Bettany, Kathryn Hahn, Tanya Paris, Josh Sandberg, Randall Park, and Kat Denning, just to name the main people who are in the show. When it comes to the acting on the show, I think it is pretty great. I mean, Elizabeth Olsen, first and foremost, is amazing. I mean, if you didn't know that she could act pretty well, then you have been blind. I mean, y'all clearly did not watch Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene. I'm pretty sure that's the order of that movie. And also Ingrid Goes West and Wind River. Those three movies, I'm just like, she is acting in general. I'm just like, Elizabeth Olsen is just, acting. Paul Bettany was great in the show too, but I feel like when we're talking about Wanda and Vision, Elizabeth Olsen's Wanda really just took all the air out of the room, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, Vision's here, and yeah. When Elizabeth Olsen wasn't on screen shining as Wanda, I'm like, wow, Kathryn Hahn as Agnes, iconic, amazing, and once again, another person that I'm like, y'all are just now being like, yes, Kathryn Hahn, but Kathryn Hahn has always been it. So I'm like, y'all should have been supporting her from the start. And also, I'm just like, wow, Randall Park, funny as always. And I'm like, I'm just happy to see Randall Park working. And also Kat Denning, I'm like, y'all, she got that Two Broke Girls money. And she said, y'all, I'm just here because why not? And I'm just like, I hope we get to see more of Randall Park and, Kat Denning's characters. Because I'm like, they were great together. And also, I'm like, I'm glad that Kathryn Hahn's Agnes, she isn't gone. So I'm like, good, because if they just did another one of those things that Marvel loves doing, I would be like, y'all really get this great actor to be here and then be like, bye? Rude. When it comes to Tanya Paris, I'm just like, girl, I knew she was it once I saw her in Chirac. I was like, she is a star. And then seeing her in If Beale Street Could Talk, I was like, when are we going to get her to be movie star? I'm like, where's her Oscar? We need to put her in a vehicle to get her an Oscar. But now I'm just like, okay, she's going to be in the MCU, which is great. But still, I'm like, we should get Tanya Paris a chance to get an Oscar because she is that good. I'm just like, wow, she is so compelling as an actor. And also, she just is a beautiful person. So I'm just like, girl, I'm rooting for you. Anyways, I feel like the middle of WandaVision was the best when they were unraveling the mystery and things were going wonky in Wanda's world. And, like we actually got to see, like, why is all this happening? The start, I was like, this is quaint, but, like, I need more. The end, I was like, okay, so we fully delved back into Marvel fist fight, like, fight. And I was like, this is so anticlimactic. The way they set up Wanda here to be like the villain in Doctor Strange 2 and also to be doing stuff in Spider-Man 3 led, a lot of people to being like, oh yeah, this show is gonna have so many tie-ins. And I was like, okay, if that's what all you're all saying, but like there were barely any tie-ins and there were a lot of loose plot points in this show, which is why I was like, I like the show, but there are way too many things that I'm like, y'all just left that hanging and it annoys me. Honestly, I was like, who is the person in Witness Protection Program that Randall Park's character, Agent Jimmy Woo, was there to see, which led them to knowing what was happening in Westview. And, why was there the need for a fake Pietro on that level? I was like, why cast Evan Peters? And I was like, why have all these other things hanging out, like that neighbor that was in episode 2 who was kind of weaved throughout the whole show but never really got to talk ever again until the last episode when she was like, Wanda, let my kid out of her room, please. I was like, y'all made her seem like she was a big thing, and that actress was saying that she had a big part, and I was just like, too many things on this show were like, oh, stuff's gonna happen, but it didn't. And I was like, this is partially y'all's fault for being all these little plot threads, and I'm like, they went nowhere. I really do like how this show propels the character of Wanda forward and, puts her in a new space where she is the villain. She is the villain now. And I'm like, okay, this is great. But at the same time, I'm like, I felt like we spent too much time in this town not really doing anything other than learning about Wanda's grief. And don't get me wrong, that episode where we go through Wanda's past, I was like, this is very powerful. But at the same time, I was like, we could have done this and made this show shorter. I didn't need 9 episodes, to be honest. Honestly, this should have been the upcoming Falcon and Winter Soldier show that's coming out soon, where they have 6 episodes, but they're longer episodes. So I'm like, that should have been what WandaVision was too. That way, we could have just gotten to the end already, because I feel like at the end of the day, we just wasted so much time on Westview, and I feel like those first 2, maybe even 3 episodes were so not needed. And that last episode, I feel like we could have just really attached that to the episode where Wanda is going through her past. So I feel like a lot of trimming could have been done. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens next in the MCU and for Wanda. And also, I hope those twins come back. I'm just like, one of those twins is supposed to be a gay character, an iconic character who is in an iconic gay romance relationship with Hulkling. And I'm just like, baby, y'all better be serving us the gay, bitch. I'm like, Marvel, Disney, do not chicken out on this. I'm just like, y'all better serve it, because I'm like, I'm tired of Disney serving us such asexual stuff. I'm like, y'all have very attractive people, and yet somehow things do not feel hot. I'm just like, y'all have somehow successfully been so family oriented. And I'm just like, yeah, when they're in these Marvel movies, for the most part, I'm just like, I don't feel anything. I think only Chris Hemsworth and Chris Evans have successfully been we're hot and don't you want to do us? But everyone else, it's oh yeah, it's them. Honestly, a shorter show really focusing on Wanda's grief and no mystery, we just know what she's going through the whole time, would have been more compelling for me, honestly. But you know what? They went this way, and it's fine. I mean, I liked a good amount of what was going on in this show, so I can't complain too much. Anyways, you guys, that's all I had to say about WandaVision at this time. I mean, it was fun while it lasted, and now Fridays are pretty much empty. That is until, the next MCU show comes on, which is Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Anyways, tell me down below in the comments what you thought about the show. I mean, did you get what you wanted from this show, or did you want more? Because honestly, I'm like, I want more, or I wanted it to be more of a compact story. That way, we didn't have to, be here for so long. If you like this whole TV show review, then I'm just going to say you should subscribe to my channel, because, I review TV shows when I can, but I mostly do movie reviews, I talk about Blu-rays, and, I do music reactions, and, whatever else I want to do on my channel, because you know what? It's my channel, so I'm going to do whatever else I want to do. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, then, subscribe to my channel, because, why not? Why not? And hey, if you like my personality, then maybe that's a bonus. Maybe? Okay, you guys, thank you for coming to my channel and watching this whole TV show review. And yeah, I will see you in the next one if you're around, Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go now, so yes. Okay, yeah, bye.